this is Tetris for Game Boy running in Super Game Boy 2. I'm going to go ahead and restart. I dumped the ROMs for both Tetris and Super Game Boy 2 and Super Game Boy 1 for that matter, and am running them in the Mesen emulator. Let's go ahead and restart everything. So I'm using a setting in Mesen to cut off the Super Game Boy 2 borders that you would normally see around the screen, because those just take up space. This is the default palette that seems to be assigned to Tetris by the Super Game Boy 2. It's kind of cool. Play with this for a bit and then I'll switch to another palette just for fun. So there's two types, A and B. I usually play A. When I say usually, I mean I haven't played this game in years, so I've just been messing with it recently. Maybe I'll try type B, but hold on. How do I get down to the music type? How do I change the music type? I'm hitting select, that ain't doing it. Shoot. I don't know. Because if I hit this, well, no. Okay, so the buttons don't do it. Select doesn't do it. I have to hit start. I should have researched this. Gosh dang it. I'm gonna have to go look this up. Hold on a second. Okay, well, you press the A button, that just gets a little confused and since I'm running through Super Game Boy and then I've mapped controls onto my arcade stick and I don't know, it's hard to tell what button is what sometimes. Anyway, if I hit A, assuming this is A, so there's this music, there's off music. I mean, they're all pretty good. Nothing really beats this one. Let's do some type C. Let's do some type B. Type B with type C. Okay, so what's type B about? I think, well, I thought I was reading something about it earlier today, and it was like, it was talking about garbage pieces that it would put on the board for you, but maybe that doesn't start happening until, I'm doing this really dumb, until you get to a higher level. I love that weird sound it makes. It's just like this despairing wheeze. So I had a Game Boy back in the day, and I had this game on it. And I played this. I think we also had a Nintendo Entertainment System, and we did have Tetris for that. I'm not sure if we got that. Well, Tetris for the NES came out after the Game Boy Tetris, and I think I had Game Boy Tetris first. I just screwed up. And I'm pretty sure, all in all, I played Game Boy Tetris more than NES Tetris, because by the time we had NES Tetris, it was like, well, I've already got Game Boy Tetris, and I played that a bunch, so I don't know. I mean, NES Tetris was good and stuff. I would be playing NES Tetris, because it really has, nice colors and everything, but it does a really annoying flashing effect when you make a Tetris, and I don't like that flashing effect. I thought at first I was also going to be playing this game in Super Game Boy 1, which is the one that came out in the States, but turns out Super Game Boy 1 runs Game Boy games 2.4% faster than an actual Game Boy, also it runs the music and the sounds they make 2.4% higher pitch. And I didn't really want to mess with the original Tetris's speed and music that way, so I decided not to do that. Oh yeah, there's also something interesting I read about on GameFAQs that might change things up a bit here. Shoot, what am I doing? Well, that was boneheaded. That just went nowhere. So I'm still not sure. We're still on level 0 here in Type B. Oh, I think it was something like you have to clear... I think maybe you have to clear 25 lines to go up a level in Type B. Maybe it's just a harder mode. There's also a... I think you can enter a code for a harder mode or something. Wait, was that right? What did GameFAQs say about that? GameFAQs says... Yeah, there is a code. You can press down arrow while pressing start to start the game from the main menu. And that will basically make you play at 10 levels higher than normal. I don't need to do that. I'm not very good at the move. They're the game, but there is something else I want to check out in a bit. Oh, I see. It's counting down lines. Okay. I've almost got to whatever. I guess it'll be level 1. Or... It's a really annoying sound. Speed it up. Oh, I can't. Okay. Oh, is that it? So you just play one... Oh. 125 line. Oh no. I can't even spell my name. Is there a way to go back? Doesn't look like it. I can't even spell. Oh, I did it. That's just with pushing one of the buttons. B, I guess. I don't know. Actually, hang on. Maybe the whole confusion for me here, because Super Game Boy, alright. So then you just start again on a different level. What the heck is high? Oh, high is... Okay, so if I like set high to 5, yeah, then it... I wonder if you get more points for playing it this way. That didn't do much for me. Oh. Heck. Yeep. Oh dear. Oh boy. No, that's not gonna go in there. Well, I screwed up. That was a mistake. Ew. High five. High five is rough. No top score for me. So wait, so if, yeah, so it keeps track of scores separately under... Oops. Didn't want to... Dude, can I get out of this? Okay, hit all the buttons and I restarted. I wonder if my score will still be there. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, it keeps scores individually for per level and height of the garbage stuff. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna mess with Super Game Boy. I gotta turn the... Oops, gotta turn the borders back on, so this is gonna get a little weird. Let's see, there's... Yeah, the buttons, I think, are a little weird. So you sometimes have to map stuff. Yeah, let's try that. Type A. Is it still there? Okay, type A. And, yeah, that did it. Okay, so now the A button is where I expected it to be. Yeah, oops, well. Okay, let me go make a note about that for myself here. Wait, was it type A? Yeah, why isn't... Alright, well, whatever. I guess I'll pick a different palette while I'm here. So that's the default. Oh, that's on 3, that's interesting. Ew. Maybe that's not the default, maybe it saved my settings somehow. So a lot of these will look weird. Oh yeah, let's do that. Why not? This is the fun of running it through Super Game Boy. Now you notice Super Game Boy is kind of noisy, like there's kind of some static. And that happens even with the emulated version. Oh, wow, this is a oof. Oh man. So that was type B. I guess I've seen enough of that for now. Let's do some type A, but with type B music. Okay, I'm starting at level 0 because I'm not very good at Tetris. Even though I played it back in the day, I didn't, I mean, I was just a kid, you know, I just played it. It was fun. I didn't do all the crazy stuff that hardcore Tetris people do now. I kind of like this music, it's peppy. I don't like the way that's going. Shoot. I can't really do that. Well, let's just put that here. Ugh. Oh no. Oh yeah, this is looking real good. Oh no. Wow, man. It's just gonna be one of those instant failures. Ah. No. Oh. Wow, yeah, okay. Oh, I get a high score for that? Sweet. My proudest high score, 207. Oh, man. So, you know, I've been trying to play some Tetris games lately, but I was always finding myself dissatisfied with them for some reason or other, and really, I guess it just comes down to none of them were quite this version or the NES version I would have probably accepted as well. There's just something about these versions that Nintendo made way back in the day. I mean, I've got EA Tetris on PS3, I've got Tetris Effect on PS4. I tried its classic mode or whatever it's called. But that's blurry. It blurs the 2D, it blurs the pixels. It's silly. I tried doing here. I guess that row's already ruined. I might as well just pile on. Oh, okay, so I'm going to try something else here because the game's being mean to me. So GameFAQs says that the more you move a block left and right, the more the game thinks you're having trouble with it, and then the more of that block it gives you just to be mean, apparently. So, in theory, if I move the I-beam back and forth like that, it'll give me more of that same piece, which is a handy piece to have, because it's easy to stack and make Tetrises with and stuff. But so far, it's not giving me noticeably more of them. There's one. That's good. Didn't have time to move it back and forth, though. Oh, this is an ugly stack. Okay, let's get some... Okay. Oh, I could have got some moves out of that one. Well, there's another one already. I don't know if any other Tetris game lets you rig the numbers like that. In fact, I'm pretty sure they don't, because later ones actually make a point of trying to give you an equal distribution of the pieces, whereas this one was just completely... Actually, I don't think it was just completely random. It was like weirdly random or something. Oh, I could have wiggled. See, if this works, I'm going to be stuck feeling like I have to wiggle for the rest of the time I ever play this game, which could be annoying. So maybe I'll just forget about that. I don't feel like I have a good place to... Okay, well... Oh no, I always screw this up. I don't leave a spot for the 2x2. Yeah, just keep giving them to me, I guess. I kind of like this palette. Now, of course, since I'm running these in an emulator, anyway, you can, you know, other Game Boy emulators, or even just running it in just straight Game Boy emulation mode in Mesen, you can punch in your own custom palette if you want. It's just that it's kind of easier just to pick them from the Game Boy 2 interface. I don't know, I guess I'm being lazy in a way, but Super Game Boy 2, shoot, dang it. Whatever. I don't know, Super Game Boy's just kind of a cool concept that I never had a Super Game Boy back in the day. So I'm kind of just enamored with the Super Game Boy concept. Also, wait, what was my also gonna be? Well, yeah, I never even had a Super Nintendo. My brother got a Super Nintendo, and I just thought it was, I took like one look at Super Mario World, and I was just like, nope, too many colors, too many buttons. It's not what I like. I like the NES. So I was kind of not into Super Nintendo back in the day. And I'm still not like, I just never got into that Super Nintendo look that Nintendo was pushing themselves with. Just lots of smooth, rounded, colorful things and character voices, and I don't know, it was kind of grotesque. And it didn't have to make the tough sort of design choices that developers had to make with the limited palettes of the NES. Of course, I didn't know how any of that stuff worked at that time. I was just a kid, but I just kind of like the sharp look of the NES stuff, you know? Maybe I was a weird kid, I don't know. Why doesn't it give me the blocks I want? I think this is something I've been asking since I had a Game Boy back in the day. I mean, the thing with, I vaguely remember from playing it back at the time was that, you know, I'd play it for a little while and then I would feel like, well, that was enough, you know, then I play until you lose a few times maybe, and then it's like, well, oh shoot, I didn't plan this out correctly. Then it's like, oh, I guess that worked out well. And it's like, well, that was enough Tetris, I guess. I'll go play something else or do something else. Like I didn't play it in a sustained way, and maybe that's just normal. I don't know. Is that normal, or should I have played it like for hours? I don't know. I never felt like that's what I wanted to do with it. I suppose I still don't. But I like to play it in bursts, that's for sure. You can play a pretty good game of Tetris. I guess the one of the better Tetrises I found in recent years, and I recorded video of, is the just the Tetris you can play on the Tetris.com website. I think it's Tetris.com. That's a pretty good Tetris. In fact, that's basically one of the better ones. What was the other one I was just going to mention? Oh, well, there's the free NES Tetris called From Below that is a homebrew that came out in the past couple of years. If you Google From Below NES, you'll find that. And as long as you have an NES emulator, you can just play that one for free. And that's a good one. The default mode has a tentacle in it. It's got tentacles, but you can switch it to a mode without the tentacles if you want. I mean, the tentacle part is interesting. Oh no! I gambled and I lost. Wow, level 4. Not very good. What am I doing? I can't even enter my name still. Let's, am I gonna get sick of changing the... Oh yeah, because I have to... Dang it. I might get sick of doing this. Eventually. Oh, pea soup. Okay, let's do pea soup. I wish they made... Actually, I wonder if I can set myself a shortcut for hide the keys. Or hide the borders, let's see. Toggle frame counter, no. No, I can't. Unless I'm overlooking it. No hotkey setting for that rat. Okay, fine. Let's, now wait, is this gonna let me pick the music, or is it, okay. Because we're going to type A. Oh, I'm looping. I don't think I want to do that piece wiggling thing. That's kind of annoying. This is more like Game Boy, you know, screen color, natural screen color, I guess you could say. Man, I get a lot of those, like, today. There, see, I left myself a landing spot for a square block. Ooh, yeah. What else can I relate about Tetris? I don't know. I mean, I'm certainly no Tetris expert. I just kind of like it, I guess. I have not watched the Netflix Tetris saga thing, or whatever the heck that is. I mean, I've read about it on Wikipedia. I think I got the basics down of the history of it. I mean, oh. Uh-oh. Not looking good. I did that wrong. Okay, phew. Probably I should just go into cleanup mode. Dog. Yeah, this is ugly. Dang it. Man, I sure ain't getting too many eye blocks. Nope. I should not have put that there. I should not have. Ah, shoot. Gosh dang it. Garg. I'm not getting out of this. I'm making too many poor decisions. Oh, like, arg. Oh, God. Level 2. Sigh. Wow, 4 points lower than my previous high score. Let's just leave the dots. What do I got against dots? Like Pac-Man score. Eat up those dots. I'm not doing too hot here. I mean, I don't normally do great, but I usually get past level 2 or whatever the heck I'm doing here. I mean, I'm complaining about the blocks it's giving me, but that's just because I don't even know how to do much with them. Like so. Oh, man. Doggone it. Like, you know, if you're good, you know how to put blocks in positions that you wouldn't really think of off the cuff. But you'll be able to clear off and it'll just sort of magically work. I don't know how to do that stuff. Will I ever learn? I kind of think I probably won't. I mean, I can watch videos of people doing it and try to find ones where they're not doing it, like, way too fast to follow. Which, like, watching NES Tetris is pretty good for that. It's those Grandmaster Tetris games where they let you move the blocks faster than the eye can see, essentially. That's where it kind of gets out of control. Oh. Okay. Let's just continue not giving me an I-beam. Oh, crumbs. Ew. I suppose I'm cutting it a little, but it didn't give me an I-beam for, like, a long time. I mean, you can't really... I don't know. You just gotta know when it's getting too dangerous. Dangerous? I mean, it's already dangerous here for me, really. I'm not very good. Oh. I don't like this. I don't like that. Oh, wow. Oh, it's a line low. Oh. Wow. Level 1. Okay, I'm playing this the wrong way. I gotta start bailing faster. And just fixing stuff, because I cannot handle... I just am not doing the right things when it gets that close to the top. I used to be able to do it a little closer to the top on a low level like this, but it's just not hacking it tonight. And it just being kind of stingy with the I-beams. Like, I guess that's just what you always say. Give me more I-beams. Why doesn't it give me more I-beams? Actually, there is, like, people have done math about what blocks the algorithm tends to give in this game, and I think it turned out that the L-shaped blocks were the ones you gives out the least, but of course there's kind of two of them, so it doesn't feel like I wonder if they, you know, kind of hand tweaked that because of that. That was not really the way to do it. Oh boy. Go lefty. I'm left-handed for that matter. See, I rotated the other way for once. That's exciting. Do I hold out now? Gonna try to play a little more conservatively. I have not been able to handle holding out on a big stack. Oh gosh. You. Well, might as well get a Tetris. Look at that little house I built. It's probably not what you want to do. I rotated the other way. I'm such a pro. Oh, shoot. Okay, this is not great. But yeah, I mean, actually, from below that recent NES homebrew, kind of my favorite of the non-Nintendo NESs, and I only just found that in the last month or so of the non-NES Tetrises. Because, you know, it had nice big sharp pixels, and I shouldn't say had, it's still there, I could still play it. And just kind of did all the Tetris stuff I wanted to do. But of course it didn't have the original Tetris music, and it didn't have kind of the same colors and patterns. Although, of course, Game Boy Tetris doesn't really have colors per se, exactly. But played in Super Game Boy, it does, so that's fun. Oh, heck, I guess that's okay. Okay. Oh, dang. Well, I got to level 3 at least, so I guess playing slightly conservatively has paid off. I just can't handle the radical go for broke. I guess it's probably just what'll happen as I get old. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Just have to play more and more conservatively as I get to be a fogey, as I get fogier and fogier. And I don't have a modern Nintendo system, so I didn't get to play Tetris 99 or whatever that was. I just kind of didn't feel like I vibed with Nintendo stuff after the NES, basically. I guess I like Super Game Boy though. Although, see, I don't think I really knew about Super Game Boy. Well, I certainly didn't know about it like back in the actual day. I didn't know much about the 16-bit consoles in general. We had a Commodore 64 and then an Amiga. I got an Amiga, and that was kind of the way I went for a long time. I didn't get back into consoles until Dreamcast, until I was working at a game company, and PC game company, and so I eventually got into PC after Amiga kind of died. And they were giving away your choice of a console for the annual bonus. Ooh, was a console system. But you know, that was better than nothing. So I picked Dreamcast. I think that's how that went. Because I had seen when the Dreamcast first came out, somebody brought one to the main lounge one day on lunch break, and everybody was looking at the games. They got the launch games or whatever they were, and you know, that Sword Calibur, or Soul Calibur, there you go. That looked pretty sweet. So that kind of sold me on the Dreamcast, I guess. Sword Calibur, wow. And you know, I hadn't really, so I sold all my Game Boy stuff when I moved 4.5, closer to 5 years ago now. I just sold a bunch of my consoles that I didn't want to lug around and that I hadn't really been playing. I sold all my Dreamcast stuff, I hadn't been playing the old Game Boy stuff. You know, Game Boy Advance had come, and I had played kind of a bunch of Game Boy Advance stuff. I had bought a lot of Game Boy Advance stuff, but all these games, I'd been buying games but not really having time or making time, as they might say, to play them, and I felt bad. I felt like I just have all these games that are screaming at me to be playing them, and I'm not, and I kind of felt bad about it. And, you know, because that's the problem. You get so many games like people do now, I guess, with Steam and Steam sales, and people just have hundreds and hundreds of Steam games, and of course, everybody these days will just emulate, download, pirate all the ROMs, and then, you know, so you've got thousands and thousands of ROMs that you could be playing, but what happens? Do you end up really playing any of them? Or do you just kind of maybe swap around through some of them for a while and then kind of just kind of go away from it feeling a little unfulfilled somehow? I mean, that's what I was doing with all the games I bought. I don't like how this is going again. Dang. I guess I got a Tetris. I shouldn't say dang, that's kind of what you're going for, right? Well. Let's just clean this up. I love the brick wall textures on the sides. Not really something you think about, but yeah, it's just that you're surrounded by these brick walls. I was reading something that was saying like it was 35 million copies of the game that were sold because it was bundled in the States with the Game Boy. Copies of Tetris, I mean. Although in Japan it was not bundled with the console, with the handheld. Which is interesting. Wonder why not. They didn't, I guess I think I was reading that on Wikipedia or something. It just said that was just not, they didn't bundle games with consoles in Japan at that time. But I guess Nintendo of America or whatever was like, yeah, just do it. Although I think that was part of the deal that was actually signed for the Game Boy Tetris, was that it would be bundled. Like whoever made that deal was thinking pretty good, pretty sharp move there. Well, this is where it gets to be too fast. Level 9 is about where I start to get overwhelmed. So, just gonna do what I can to hang on. I should have put that down the right-hand side. Oh, geez, I couldn't even rotate it. Darg. Yeah, not so great. I mean, the game goes up to level 20 for Pete's sake. I can't even handle level 9. I did that wrong. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, level 10. Okay, you're just going in this hole. Now, why did I speed that up? I need every moment I can gather to collect my wits. Try to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do. Oh, I don't speed it up. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's no wall spins in this one. If you have your piece against the wall, you can't keep rotating it. It just, runs into the wall, basically. So, I shouldn't. Oh shoot! I didn't. It's too fast for me to even plan out straight from the top. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is pretty much the end. Oh no. I did a line. Hey. Well, finally I don't know what my ever biggest score is. I have no idea actually. But that was more like what I think I usually manage. are probably a little better. Let's go through the whole rigmarole and change the palette. Oops. Oh, that just toggles to the default. Right. Ooh. Let's try this one. That looks sharp. Oh man, I didn't count on there being this much orange. Oh no. That is more orange than I had counted on. Oh no. Okay, don't get distracted by the orange. Oh, fudge. Well, I blame the orange. I'm probably the least interesting Tetris player to watch. I mean, even like blindingly fast. I mean, you know, people who can complete Tetris with all the blocks being invisible or whatever, and at just lightning fast speeds where you can't even see the blocks anyway, or the blocks going down which aren't invisible, you still can't see. I mean, because they're moving, so it's just. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that people can do that, and I can barely just plonk little blocks around, you know? But I guess you gotta just play your game. Just have fun. Have the fun you can have. Don't worry about how good other people are. There's always gonna be somebody better than you, or maybe, you know, billions of people better than you, but what does that matter, really? I mean, it means there won't be a star Tetris YouTuber, but even the star Tetris YouTubers, I mean, it's still extremely niche. I would like them to be more popular, but it's apparently pretty niche. Like, so, you know, Mizuguchi made Tetris Effect, and then he put out, I don't know if it's his decision, but whatever, I'm going to pretend it is. The update that added the classic mode, basically designed to function like the sort of tournament interface that Tetris fans of the NES Tetris had worked out for themselves to use for tournaments. The whole screen look and everything, and you know, that's pretty cool that he did that for such a niche group. But then, like, they stopped using it because, of course, they're so dedicated to the NES Tetris. Like, why would they use anything else that isn't quite that? You know, they have no reason to do that. And it has netplay, but you can do netplay through NES emulators these days, no problem, right? So that was kind of weird thing. I don't know if that really worked out to anybody's satisfaction. Certainly not to mine, because they blurred the 2D. Don't blur my pixels. Well, just gonna clean this up, I don't know. Jeepers. Kinda like this, what color sherbet is the magenta sherbet, or whatever color that you would call that? Is that the, like, raspberry? And then, well, and really the orange is kind of like orange sherbet color, so we just got sherbet going on here. Maybe the light blue is daiquiri ice. Yeah, I used to work at Baskin Robbins. I worked at Baskin Robbins in middle school and a little in high school, I think it was. Good old Baskin Robbins. And after you worked at least a 4-hour shift, you could get 2 free scoops of ice cream and a topping on it if you wanted to take home. And I just always got 2 scoops of strawberry with strawberry topping. Kind of making me hungry just thinking about it, but I'm currently on like a no sugar, silly healthy diet thing. I ain't gonna eat no sherbet, no strawberry ice cream. Who needs that stuff? Gotta take care of my gums. My gums, so I don't have to wear dentures someday. I probably will. I suppose dentures are expensive anyway, so I just wouldn't be able to afford it. Maybe I could carve my own dentures out of wood or something. We got some old stumps in the backyard here. Old chunks of stumps, really. They just carved up a stump and just left it. Could turn one of those into a denture, maybe. Oh, well, then just sink the splinters in your gums. That's a nightmare. But, you know, you would do what you have to do in this situation of healthcare we have in this country. Carve your own dentures and just deal with the splinters in your gums. That doesn't sound fun. Anyway, sherbet. Oh man. Oh, just do it all, Daddy. Oh, see, if I was a smart player, I would have known I could do that, so I wouldn't have worried. Somehow, I'm not getting this to go my way. I kind of do like these colors. Okay, I'm getting a little uncomfortable with how high we're going without an I-beam. Wouldn't mind getting an I-beam anytime. Hey! Thank you, Alexey Pajitnov, I could swear it spelled his name different on the title screen than I thought it was spelled. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I'm almost certainly wrong. See, I suppose what I would run into back in the day, and will probably run into here, I'm realizing as I think about this, is that, you know, I'll play a couple times, I'll get approximately the same score because I'll tend to just, you know, reach my speed limit, essentially, at level 9-ish. And it's like, okay, guess I'm good for a while. Well, that was not a good plan. I better just clean up. There we go. Why do you gotta do this to me? It's not the right choice. Uh-oh. Yeah, I just need to get this down now. It's getting to my speed limit. At the point at which I will no longer be able to make conscious decisions. Ew. That was like the one piece I didn't want. Oh no. Oh, I should have just put it down the hole. Just put it down the hole. I should have put that down some kind of hole, because now I'm making a worse decision. Okay, good. I don't like that. Okay, I can't even think about what to do here. Help. Getting very lucky with the blocks it's giving me. Oh, no. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I didn't even get quite what I got last time. 99 lines. Dang, I was almost at level 10. Shoot. Oh, actually, what is it you have to do to get the... Oh... To get the rocket ship or whatever? Is that getting to level 10 or something? Look at game facts here, I'll spoil it for everybody. Oh no, you have to get 100 thou. Or if you beat level 9 in type B, you get a special ending. I don't think I want to play Type B that hard, though. What is this, level 9 in Type B? Well, that just means you have to clear like 25 lines. At minimum, you have to clear 25 lines at speed 9. That's, yeah, I don't want to try doing that. So this is the point, I guess, where I'm like, yeah, that's some good Tetris for now. Let's hit all the buttons and restart. So Alexey Pazhitnov is how it's spelled it there. Alexey, look this up. Pazhitnov. Right, so it doesn't spell it like that. The way his name is spelled these days anyway is... is a Pajitnov, so instead of a ZH, it's a J. Wonder... I guess that they just romanize it that way now. In this name that follows Eastern Slavic naming conventions, this is Wikipedia, the patronymic is Leonidovich, and the family name is Pajitnov. And there's a note on Pajitnov. It shows the Russian. Yeah, I guess it's just a different way of transcribing the lettering. It's they use on the Tetris credits, they went with a ZH, but it looks like the more common way to go these days is taking the Cyrillic and making it a J. Let me Google Pazhitnov. Pajitnov. I want to find an article that talks about that. Oh, it's not. Google's just shortcutting it. What if I do Pazhitnov or Pajitnov? No. No. I would have to look up something smart about Cyrillic translation. Oh well. Well, there's an old video from 2006 that spells it with the ZH. First ever video of Alexey Pazhitnov, creator of Tetris, meeting with Hank Rogers. First ever video of Pazhitnov meeting with Hank Rogers in USSR. Why would there be video of that? It's 58 seconds.
For those on the other side of the table,
Oh, it's a BBC documentary. Oh, it's not them actually meeting, it's just a documentary. For Pete's sake. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, so on the title screen, it's ZH, but if you want to look up the creator of Tetris' name these days, you use a J instead of the ZH. Ah, the sherbety. So wait, I can do this and then instant toggle back to the default. I don't really like, well, I mean, it's washed out. Like, it still works even though it's washed out. I kind of thought maybe the Super Game Boy 2 would have had something extra special for Tetris, like a special background or something, but it doesn't really. Although, come to think of it, let's see. Let me turn the borders back on, because there was a border that I thought would work pretty well with Tetris. Oh, but oh no, it should be here. That's just blank. Not that one. And that one kind of works. If you want a bit of a tropical feel. That one actually works pretty well, especially with this color scheme, maybe. But, oh, of course it is the last one. Yeah, this one. Like, that doesn't work great with this color scheme, though. Not the default. That's better. Let's see what we can do. That's pretty close. Oh, there you go. You could do that. Is this coming through on the video? Okay. It's cutting off a little bit of the right-hand side because the Super Game Boy screen is wider. Close enough. Oh, these colors are actually like too close. It looks like I've only got 3 colors or something. Let's see. Can fix that. How do I? Okay, here. Yeah, I would just have to darken this. Oh, that's too much. That's a little better. Yeah, that should work. Brilliant. Thanks, Super Game Boy. Okay. Yeah. I fixed it. Why did they make the colors so close together? Kind of like this weird purple. You don't really want to do a two-sided thing like this, I don't think. Probably not a pro move. Okay, here we go. Dang it. Jeepers. Be-wee-oo. It's Tetris Stadium. They built this stadium just to house this gigantic Tetris screen. The crowd behind it can't see anything, although, well, maybe it's like not actually right up against the crowd, right? It's in the middle, and so they can see it projected on the other side. When do they send out the gladiators to fight in gladiatorial Tetris block arena sports? I don't know how that would work. Maybe they have to club each other with giant tetraminos. That's insensitive to gladiators. Just think of all the gladiators who fought and died in arenas. Kind of miserable, really. I mean, not even kinda. I mean, it's super miserable. Well, so just think, at least as screwed up as this world is, or maybe these days, at least not too many people are forced to fight to the death in arenas anymore that we know of. Hopefully. I mean, you could say, you could get meta about it and say, well, people... Well, anyway, we don't have to get that depressing, though. It's not. There's enough trouble in the world, you don't have to belabor it. Let's just play some gladiator Tetris. Not think about all the poor gladiators in history. They didn't have Tetris to play. Just think if they'd had Tetris back in Roman times, maybe the emperors wouldn't have gone so crazy. Although that's gotta be blown out of proportion anyway. Maybe... I mean, Tetris came from Russia, which in those days was... where you would have got barbarian hordes coming from. So if the invading Mongols had brought Tetris to the Roman Empire, it would have been easier to conquer, I bet. Everybody just would have gone crazy for the new thing. They would have been like, yeah, these guys in charge. They wouldn't have had to shoot off so many arrows from horseback or whatever. But I guess it would have amounted to the same thing. They would have sacked Rome and taken the loot and rode off again. Whatever they did. I wonder how would the Game Boy have ended up without Tetris? Like, would it still, it probably still, because there wasn't really anything that even without Tetris would have competed with it, I don't think. I mean, you know, Game Gear and Lynx and stuff would come along, but that was even much later. Like, Nintendo still could have stomped then. They might have had to try a little harder. Not even mentioning Neo Geo Pocket, which didn't get anywhere. And ended up probably contributing to the demise of dear old SNK as we knew them. And now they're owned by a horrible Middle East dictator. So see, it all comes full circle. It's kind of like if he had been an invading horde bringing not Tetris, but King of Fighters. It's getting not even sensical at all. The modern day Genghis Khan brings you King of Fighters. Yeah, I like the purple. Purple's pretty good. I don't like this choice. Okay, do this. I like this even less. Well, you'll have to let me know if anybody's watched this far through my dynamic Tetris play. If you prefer watching it with the borders on or off. Although, I think I probably prefer it. I'm pretty sure I definitely prefer it with the borders off because then the blocks are bigger and it's just easier to see from my old eyes. So I would be interested to know what people prefer, but I think I would have to play it without borders anyway, just for ease of seeing it for me. Although probably choosing a higher, or well, so I could, let's see. Just like darken that. I don't think lightening this will, maybe that'll help a little. No. Get a little more contrast. Oh, what's happening? Oh, shoot. I think my score must be relatively low. I don't think I've gotten many Tetrises or anything here. The gladiators are going to come for my head, wait, no, they're going to throw me to the lions. That's it. I will be thrown to the lions for insufficient Tetrises. Oh, shoot. Those Tetris lions are hungry. They want their Tetrises. I got a triple. Oh, the sweet, sweet sound of higher difficulty. Dang. Yeah. Oh, that super didn't work out. If I don't get this down lower pretty quick, I'm gonna be in real trouble. Ah, shoot. Still dealing with a mess here. Arg. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. This is not gonna go well. Jeez. Oh, I chose poorly. Hey. Sorry, dry throat. Wow, where did that come from? I just hit my talking limit. Oh boy. Oh man. How did I get to level 9 with this nonsense play? Oh no. Oh yeah. Yep, bye. Yeep. 92. I suppose the type B might be more focused on, clearing. Oh, see, you can't just skip with the dots. Like, let's look at level 9. Oh yeah, that's... But yeah, here you're really just focused on clearing lines instead of points, so that makes sense. I like that idea. Why am I going for something here? Oh no! Oh yeah, you don't even get a score here. It is really all just about clearing lines. Oh, wow. I mean, I thought it was just, in terms of emphasis, it certainly was that way, but you can't actually see points, so yeah. Just clear the lines. I don't think I ever really played Type B back in the day. I don't remember doing it. Maybe I did and beat it and just thought, well, okay. I guess it's actually, I mean, if all you have to do is clear 25 lines and you can keep it this far down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I just made trouble for myself. Have I even gotten I-beam yet? Oh, good. Only 13 lines left. Oh, shoot. Not the way to go. That's really not the way to go. 9 lines left. Oh no. Oh no, come on. Why did I do that to myself? Eight lines. 7 lines. Oh, great. 6 lines, 5 lines. Oh. Oh. Four lines. Shoot. Oh no. Oh, I'm not gonna make it now. Nope. Okay, hang on. Dang it, why did I do this? Shoot. Oh no, it feels so much faster. Oh no. Okay, don't build just clear lines. Oh heck, 25 is a lot if you screw up. Like, it feels fine until you screw up a couple times, and all of a sudden... I guess they knew what they were doing. Like, of course, a modern Tetris master would clear this with their eyes closed, literally. Well, I suppose they couldn't quite do that. They wouldn't know what pieces they had. but probably pretty close to that. Oh. Oh, heck. That was not my brightest call. Oops. Did it. Yay. There we go. Okay. They didn't want to spend too much precious cart space on that one. Well, sweet. Maybe I can screenshot that for the thumbnail or something. That went by pretty quick. I did it. That is probably the biggest thing I ever won in Tetris. Level 9, height 0. Oh man, this is in some kind of weird stereo. Wait, did Game Boy do stereo? Like NES didn't have stereo. Maybe it's just the static sound is more in the left ear now. I don't want to see the title screen. Let's reset. Nope. Nope. Do that. I'm hitting the wrong button, that's why. Wait. What the... Ah, why can't I do it? What am I doing wrong? You hit all 4 buttons. Nice, I've forgotten what I'm doing. No. There. I did it. Well, Alexey Pajitnov. Pretty cool game, Tetris. I heard it's pretty good. Thanks for watching. Well, this is probably my favorite Tetris of the Tetrises I have now. It's just got that music, you know, the Type A. I mean, other types are actually better than I remembered, too. And now I can put them in all these crazy colors. So yeah, that's what the Super Game Boy 2 Did I mention it? So Super Game Boy 1 just runs, the one we got runs everything slightly fast. I think I mentioned it, yeah, it runs at 2.4% faster than it should. Well, I guess I could demonstrate that if I wanted to. Let's see, switch to that, and then we have to restart the whole deal. Actually, oh yeah, so that's Super Game Boy 1. There's no 2 on that baby. So this is, in theory, 2.4% faster running because it didn't have the timing chip. It just estimated it by dividing the Super Nintendo's clock speed by 5 or something. Did it reset my buttons? I think it did. So does it sound 2.4% higher pitched? I guess... I mean, see, I can't tell because I was imagining, I thought that, so to switch this in the emulator in Mesen, it's just a checkbox in the menu. And I thought I could tell a difference just after I checked that box, just leaving the game running, but in fact, it doesn't switch to Super Game Boy 1 until you restart. And I wasn't doing that, and I was imagining that I could, it's like, oh yeah, that's 2.4% faster, but in fact it was obviously not, because it was still running Super Game Boy 2 when I was doing that because I hadn't restarted, so I can't tell. I can't tell the difference. I can imagine that I can tell the difference, but in reality I cannot. So did I need to buy the 4 times as expensive Super Game Boy 2? Probably not, but it's just knowing is what torments me. I knew too much. I knew it wasn't quite right, even though I couldn't tell it wasn't quite right. I knew it. I was told anyway, and I believed it. Okay, see here I can do this clever thing, right? So there, it clears itself. No plug on that hole. Still waiting for my I-beam. Still clear. I could really use that I-beam though any time now. There it is. So basically the game is 2.4% more difficult this way, I suppose. Because it's going faster. So all of those who beat this game with Super Game Boy 1, you didn't know it, but you were playing in semi-hard mode. Oh shoot. Oh no, that's okay. Oh, that worked out. Like, I'm sure Nintendo knew about the timing thing, but they never told anybody. They never made that public, I don't think. The public was happy with their Super Game Boys. Why wouldn't they have been? They didn't know any better. Oh, see, I can do it again. Clears itself. It's the perfect crime. And the music is slightly higher pitched. Dang. See, and if I do really poorly here, I can just blame it on the Super Game Boy 1 having the wrong timing. Why did I do that? Super Game Boy 1, that's why I did that. Oh no! Oh, it's all the Super Game Boy 1's problem, or fault, or... yeah, that's it. Oh gosh. Oh, what a disaster we got going here. Good. Oh. Jeepers. How am I continuing to get hosed here? It's the Super Game Boy, it must be. It's not me. Yeah, it's the Super Game Boy. That was the Super Game Boy's fault. Well, I'm in trouble now. Oh no. Why did I even do that? Sheesh. Can't beat level 4 on Super Game Boy 1. That wasn't a good idea. It was a real bad idea, in fact. Oh, no, I'm dead. Dang it. Oh, okay. It's Super Game Boy's fault. Let me switch that back before I forget. Just switch back my marking there. Let's see what happens when we, like there's a shortcut to reset and I forget what it is. Oh, I'll just Control R. I don't think that'll do it. That'll just reset the Game Boy cart. Yeah. So I would have to do power cycle, which is Control T if I want to use the control. Does that do it? That does it. Yay, Super Game Boy 2's back. And now we can listen and see if we can detect the slightly slower speed. Let's see. Can you tell? 2.4% slower now. Or however that works out. I don't know, maths, fractions. It does... I don't know. I can't tell. I think I can tell, but I can't. Because I was going to say, it does feel slower. I'm having to pull these pieces down because I'm impatient, but in fact, I mean, I'm on level 0, so that's why that's happening. I mean, I'm even consciously running these games at the wrong speed anyway, because, what was it, Super Nintendo and NES, run at, like, 60.5 60.1 frames per second instead of 60 frames per second, which is real bad for trying to have them like not be skipping frames on video, because they will skip frames if you just let them play at 60.1 frames per second or whatever it is. I think it's 60.1. Let me see. Shoot, where they put that? Oh yeah. I have the box checked that runs it at 60 instead of 60.1. So anyway, this is in theory the correct Game Boy speed, the native Game Boy speed. And, not well, except that it's 60 FPS instead of 60.1. So I guess it's not native Game Boy speed, but I'm not going to switch it to the 60.1 because then I'd start dropping, it would start skipping frames in my beautiful 60 FPS recording. We should petition YouTube to have a 60.1 FPS mode just for some of these old consoles. Also, I'm cheating by running the Super Game Boy at perfect square pixel display ratio, whereas let's see, on an actual Super Game Boy you would be at NTSC, which would look like this. So now this is what it would look like if you were just running this on your old analog television. This is the aspect ratio anyway. So all the little squares would be not quite square. So think about that. I mean, this is how people played their well, in the States they played it slightly too fast and at this weird stretched aspect ratio, but you know, that was just what you had to do back then. I didn't even know about Super Game Boy, so I didn't have a Super Nintendo, so I knew even less than anybody else did. Got this whole weird situation. Anyway, let's get back to the nice square setting. Ah, beautiful. Oh. I wish Mesen could reset itself to the correct full screen thing. Maybe someday. I got a development like daily build of Mesen the other day. It's not one they officially released, but they do put out like daily builds just of the very latest code that's not really tested, and unfortunately the latest code is making all kinds of weird noise with when trying to play a Game Boy game in Super Game Boy. So hopefully they'll fix that up at some point. Certainly before they put out another official release. I've been hoping to be able to play the latest code, but it's looking like, at least at the moment, that's not really working well for me. Brilliant. Not that I have a problem with this very slightly older version of Mesen. I don't actually have any problems with this version. I should preserve this version in carbonite. Well, I mean, I do wish it could resize itself when the screen resolution changes, but that's not a real problem. You just have to toggle it manually. was I using? Oh, the SNES 9X emulator didn't seem to have that same problem, so maybe that's why people like that one better, or some people do, I don't know. That one doesn't have all the correct screen ratio settings. How can you live with that? Aspect ratio. What am I even doing here? I was just messing around with showing screen ratios. Alright, that's good enough. Thanks for watching. This is Tetris. It rules. I mean, I guess what you saw there is just me. I'll just sit here compulsively dropping blocks and fitting them together. If I'm just left to my own devices on a Tetris game, I'll just keep going. Trying to reset it. How did I get so bad at this? Maybe there's some... Arg. If I hold... No. Oh, heck. Just gonna do Control R. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Tetris, playing around with the settings in the Mesen emulator and Super Game Boy 2, well, and a little bit of 1. And yeah, cool stuff. Fun game. I'll probably play it again sometime. That's it for now, though. See you later.